What it do, YouTube, We Nation, here yet again with the second video of the day. You see, this is Tom MacDonald's album, because I think I got one more video of his I need to do. And then I think the last one is a Dax video. So, with no further ado, like, comment, subscribe, do all that good stuff. Links to my socials and how to help me out is in the description. Let's get to it.
It's okay to be racist.
Hey, hold up. I ain't got no value in my headphones.
It's okay to be racist, as long as you hating on the Caucasians, teaching white kids that their shade's the same as school shooters and rapists. Maybe I'm tripping because the white children have been getting taught that they got white privilege by the white guys in the high heels who identify as the white women. I'm not proud to be white, but I'm fine with it because I'm not.
Well, okay, Tom. This gonna be extremely sensitive. You know what? I'll tell you this, from the Tom hour to the sensitive hour, because the last video, that was sensitive as well. Very sensitive. This one could be even more sensitive. And I gotta, before I get further into this video, my philosophy about racism is push anybody far enough and they will always have just a hint of racism in it. I only do that based off what I have seen, and if I can get proved wrong, I will admit that I'm wrong. But everybody has a little bit of racism in them. And black folks, he's talking to specifically us right now. If I heard one more black person say that black people can't be racist, I'm cutting your pinky toes off. Not really, but I'm cutting your pinky toes off. Because how on God's green earth that every other race can be racist but black people? Now, if I just turn into Uncle Ruckus, y'all call me racist. But hold on, I'm black, so I can't be racist. You see what kind of logic I use with that?
Teaching white kids that their shade's the same as school shooters and rapists. Maybe I'm tripping because the white children have been getting taught that they got white privilege by the white guys in the high heels who identify as the white women. I'm not proud to be white, but I'm fine with it because I'm not allowed to have pride in it, because the colonizers and the white bigots made white history my business. I ain't never gonna give a damn if you like me. I ain't gon' trip when they stereotype me. I'm a white boy, and a white boy like me knows that all lives matter. Bite me. When I was younger, they taught me to never see color, to treat every man as if he was my brother. But now that we're grown up, we hate one another for all of the ways that we struggle and suffer. They coming for blood and we running for cover. The government wants us divided and dumber, addicted and drunk in the gutter, so we never wake up and never recover.
Oh, Tom ruffling a couple of feathers with this one. Well, look, I just gonna come out and say it, because eventually I'm gonna want to say it. And I'm gonna have to say it. There's only one race on earth that I will ever see, and that's the human one. I don't care what part of the world you come from, with creed, religion, if you was a different gender than you are currently, I don't give a damn. My only question is, are you a human being? And if the answer is yes, then we can work something out. The only way that I can't work nothing out is y'all go against the human race code.
Call me culture vulture cause I rap good. I don't pop Zans or smoke backwoods, but they call me a wigger and label me Hitler and hate like I'm wearing a Klan hood. It ain't left or right or black or white, it's good and evil. Elite folks hate normal people. United we stand and divided we fall. America, we gotta get real. You were segregated, that was not fair. You were enslaved, they did not care. But you were never on a plantation and my generation was not there. That's trauma in your DNA, causing what we see today. I pray to God you staying strong, don't wanna see no man in pain. You're white.
I'm gonna go back.
Normal people, united we stand and divided we fall. America, we gotta get real. You were segregated, that was not fair. You were enslaved, they did not care. But you were never on a plantation and my generation was not there.
That right there. A lot of my melanated people gonna hate me for this. Do I care? No. Am I gonna point it out? Yeah. Will I ever care? No. But one thing I really dislike about the black culture is it's just they want to, they still want to be victims. I call that being a victim. Because, like you said, I was never on a plantation. My mother wasn't. My grandmother wasn't. And I can even confidently say that my grandmother wasn't. Well, not my grandmother, but my great grandmother. So, for the past 4 generations, of my family alone, none of us been slaves. Now let me jump back to my biological family because that was my adopted family. My generation, the generation after me, which means my generation kids. And I want to go back 2 generations before me. None of them were slaves. I mean, I get it. Slavery happened. But was it in the 19th century? Well, 20th century, 21st century. Now, I'm not saying that there's some things in place that look a little fishy for the outside. But I'm gonna let that define who I am. They're gonna let me stop me from being who I need to be and get to where I want to go. No. Because me personally, you can't let something else make you weak. The only thing that can make you weak is your mindset. And if you're unfortunate, a physical disability. But that's the only thing that could pretty much hold you back from certain things. And I even seen people with disabilities, physical and mental ones, do things that they shouldn't be doing. So there are exceptions, but it starts with you. Not them, not the white folks, Not all of them people. You. So until you yourself get out of that fucked up ass mindset, I guess I can't call you a slave. Because you're a slave to your own head, to your own negative way of thinking. And then I'm gonna say about that.
That's trauma in your DNA, causing what we see today. I pray to God you staying strong, don't wanna see no man in pain. You white folks, I'm embarrassed. Some of y'all are such Karens. That prejudice you inherited was racism from your parents. Get that poison out your veins. Whites and blacks are all the same. They want us in our graves, just let me try to explain. I swear they want us in a race war, dying every day for whose lives matter more. I won't be dying in the race war. Our government is paid for, 'cause our lives matter more. If you born black, you lose. Might as well go get that. You gon' die before you 25, get shot over your shoes.
I don't know why they bleeping that stuff out, but I just figured out what word he was using right there. I don't know if that's Tom, I don't know if that's YouTube, but if it's Tom, I get it. It was YouTube.
Before you 25, get shot over your shoes. You gon' get killed by police even when you follow the rules. If you listen to the news, you gon' believe all this is true. I ain't feel no white guilt, they don't ride for me when I'm killed. I guess white lies don't matter, it's sad, but that's the way that I feel. I feel like they feel like I don't know what they all call me. Cis white male, bigot, racist, he's a Nazi. That's not me, I'm not one of these white liberal commies who think black America needs allies in their army. Your neighborhood's all gated and claim you pro-black, but you faking. Guys are dying on the pavement, all your hashtags won't save them, that ain't gangster. People begging for their life still. I know white people who can't afford to pay their light bill, who might feel like they the ones who losing their life, when the worst thing you could be is not ashamed to be white. White privilege is a system they position for division. If you black, you go to prison. If you white, your life is different. Take some money, race religion, sprinkle in some ammunition, and make everyone believe that the other team is the villain. I ain't pro.
Let's just continue to listen to what Adam's saying, because he said a lot of things that I define myself. And I know some of this stuff he said is a satire. And I can tell when this stuff is a satire. But he is spot on how a lot of black people think about white folks. It's unfortunate. And that ties back to the slave mentality a lot of black folks have. Y'all want to be a victim. Now, in some cases that I have seen, undoubtedly, it was based on nothing but race. I'm not saying it don't exist. But what I'm saying is, don't let that define you. Don't let something that another person went through define you. Don't let the racist people that really are racist destroy you. Because at the end of the day, the only person that could make you a better person or a worse person
division. If you black, you go to prison. If you white, your life is different. Take some money, race religion, sprinkle in some ammunition, and make everyone believe that the other team is the villain. I ain't pro-black, I ain't pro-white, I'm pro-American. Every color turns up bones one day when you bury them. Whites and blacks are all the same. They want us in our grave, just let me try to explain.
need to say more. This only a 15.5 minute video of me just rambling and listening to this video, but no need to say more.
I swear they want us in a race war, dying every day for whose lives matter more. I won't be dying in the race war. Our government is paid for, 'cause our lives matter more. They want us in a race war, dying in the streets. Should be us against them, but it's you against me. Ain't nobody gonna win, everybody gon' see that the color of your skin don't change the color that you bleed. I swear they want us in a race war, dying every day for whose lives matter more. I won't be dying in the race war. Our government is paid for, 'cause our lives matter more.
What we're gonna do, America? What we gonna do, America? Are we gonna continue to be victims? Or we gonna stand together? I'm on the side of staying together, so we'll see.